just comment on the wage bill. The reducing on the wage bill is not the issue. Because I think we are trying to address the wrong problem. And why this is not the issue is, Brian, do you want to be there as young people who will come back to a government that pays less salary? Don't you think the work of a government is to increase more jobs and ensure people can earn more salaries to live the life they wish to? Or do you want your salary to be reduced? Because the only way to reduce wage bill either is to cut jobs or lower salaries. Because I don't see the other way around it.
Or remove ghost workers.
Or remove ghost workers really should not be there, but they are not focusing on it. It's a way to steal money from us. But I'm trying to say now, let me ask you, Brian, yes. Do you know that the the per capita income for Kenya is $1,600? And do you know that in Singapore is 66,176? Means that on average income is $66,000 for someone in Singapore. In Kenya, average is 1,600. I mean per capita income. What I'm talking about, the issue of per capita income here is that we want to grow our per capita income so that people can earn more money, isn't it? Rather than lowering it. And by us reducing the wage bill, either by cutting jobs or reducing salaries, we are making Kenyans poorer. We need to have productive people. Like he's saying, James Mwangi coming to government will be more productive. But you have some other people coming to government will be less productive. So we are having dead wood in government, dead wood. People who cannot produce anything, but they're earning money. If you look at the entire Ministry of Education, who could not just know what floods was going to do? The whole Ministry of Education that has the highest budget allocation. Only after this budget we are going to read in June that defense will take more budget from the exchequer than education. How many people are employed in education? How many people are called directors, head of research, head of what, head of mitigation, head of strategy, head of planning? All those people could not just save our children death in the flood, yet we are paying them a lot of money. So for me, the issue is not that one. And let me give my now closing remarks by saying this. For me, it's a good thing we have William Ruto as the president of Kenya. And for the first time, I agree when Kenyans say the leaders are chosen by God. Actually, Ruto is chosen by God. God gave Ruto to Kenyans to make Kenyans learn a lesson. Unfortunately, I want people to do serious civic education so that they can know that for the first time, actually we have the most qualified liar and con man running the country. People need to know that so that when it comes to 2027, they cannot choose a con man and a liar who will give you fake fertilizer in terms of marbles to run your own farming. You've conned some farmers who are now going to have poverty for a whole year. This message needs to come strongly. I'm sorry to say this on live television, but it's the truth. I'm ready to die for it. That Kenyans now need to have civic education to know how much have they suffered at the hands of this government. Then lastly, we have been telling people, for example, when I told people like me, young like myself, Fanya Mambo and the rest can really lead this country. They say you don't have experience. We cannot trust ourselves with people who have experience of mismanagement. We rather trust people who have experience of managing well, and this is where the country will go. So if you trust experienced conmen, experienced liars, the results are what you are seeing in the floods and everything else. If you trust people who have made the right decisions and made in career from very, let's say, Fanyamambo from very humble background to become a good lawyer in this country, that's the way we go forward.
Okay, anything you want to say?
Yes, I'd like to say that as we see